Conrad Santa Cruz up on the flag stand with green flag in hand. It's in the air. We're underway. And Sterling Kling got a little too hot going into turn number one and going to lose a few spots. Now he's got to try to regroup there, reel in the 115 of Nick Parker. Again, first ever start for Sterling Kling as Jesse Baker leads lap number one over Hardy and Lowry as they race off of turn number two. It will be Jesse Baker, race leader, by about 4 car lengths over Colton Hardy, with Jeff Lowry six cars lengths behind the 74 of Hardy. Top 4 drivers now strung out. Single file battle, though, is starting to heat up for that 5th spot. JT Imperial looked down to the inside of Sterling Kling in the 34. Couldn't do anything with him up at turn number 2 as Kling drives away from him. JT Imperial going to ride around that 6th position with Alex Pettis being scored in 7th. Colton Hardy starting to reel in the tail take of that 22 of Jesse Baker as they race off of 4 into turn number 1. About 4 car lengths separate those 2 drivers. Hardy all the way up to the top side of the racetrack, letting it rip the fence here at Arizona Speedway. He's closing into about 3 car lengths now and also catching up to lap traffic. The 3 via Jim Van Zandt getting ready to go 1 lap down. Van Zandt will get the leaders the top side as now it's just 1 car length separates your top 2 drivers. Here goes Colton Hardy down the inside, going to try the slide job off of turn number 4. Baker, though, fighting back with the crossover. Give the top spot back to Jesse Baker as Hardy hangs on to that 2nd position, followed by Lowry still in 3rd. 4th is Nick Parker. Sterling Kling having a great run here tonight. His first time ever in a wing sprint car, running around in 5th. So he gets around Jim Van Zandt to put him 1 lap down. Baker, your race leader. Hardy thought he had a shot to go to the top side. The hole, though, closed up quick on the 74 machine of Colton Hardy. Baker drives away down the back straightaway. So come off of 4, it will be 3 car lengths still separating your top 2. As Hardy once again going to go all the way to the very top of the racetrack. The right rear might have kissed the wall. Come off of turn number 2 as they both get around the 75X of Michael Bryan. Hardy now about 4 car lengths behind the 22 of Jesse Baker, with Jeff Lowry and Nick Parker clearing the 75X of Bryan, as well as Sterling Kling going to try to do the same off of turn number 4. Hardy once again washes up the racetrack using that very top line right by the wall. Hardy through turns 3 and 4 is Jim Van Zandt now right in front of race leaders. That moves Jesse Baker down the inside. Colton Hardy going to rip the boards through turns 1 and 2, but lose a lot of ground now trying to navigate his way around Jim Van Zandt. Here comes Nick Parker down to the outside of Jeff Lowry and to the inside of the lap car, Jim Van Zandt. Move Nick Parker in that 3rd spot. Jesse Baker, the man, right now out front by 3 car lengths. Colton Hardy throwing everything he has at him, though, as he's going to close the gap once again through turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, it's down to 2 car lengths. And Hardy once again going to go up to the top side of the racetrack. Lose a little bit of ground, though, to Jesse Baker. The last time by, it was Colton Hardy just a smidge quicker than the 22B, your race leader of Jesse Baker. This time by, it was Jesse Baker quicker than Colton Hardy. So Baker and Hardy still your top 2 drivers on the racetrack. That lap, it was Colton Hardy a little bit faster than the race leader, the 22B of Jesse Baker, as they race their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Both those drivers going to use that middle line. Hardy going to let it all hang out off of turn number 4. Loses a lot of momentum now to the 22 as that car got a little bit loose. Did the 74 of Baker, and you got 2 lap cars running side by side right in front of race leaders. Going into turn number 3, Baker's going to dart to the outside. Hardy's going to drive down the inside. Baker gets around both, and now it's Hardy stuck behind 2 lap cars. Jim Van Zandt and Michael Bryan. He'll get around Van Zandt on the top side. Nick Parker going to follow suit as Parker now started to close the gap between himself and second place running Colton Hardy. And Hardy now trying to regroup here as we have just 7 laps to go in tonight's main event. Colton Hardy trying to re-attack the 22 machine of Jesse Baker. Nick Parker right there as well, trying to bring a 3-car bounce. Colton Hardy hits the wall in turn number 1. He goes up and over. Red flag will fly. Green flag's in the air once again. Jesse Baker trying to catch the 115 of Parker sleeping. As JT Imperial's going to power by the 34, Sterling Kling move Imperial up to the 4 spot. JT Imperial, a main event winner here at Arizona Speedway. Few times the last couple of years. See if he has anything for your top 3 as Jesse Baker has driven away from Nick Parker off of turn number 2. And Sterling Kling going to use that line Colton Hardy was using there for Hardy and bringing out the red flag. He went way high on the racetrack that last time into turn number 2. As right now Nick Parker starting to reel in the 22 of Jesse Baker, but laps are winding down here as they come to the start-finish line. It will be just 4 laps to go as Baker leads them off of turn number 4. That last lap, fastest driver on the racetrack, Nick Parker, not even close, almost a full second quicker than the 22 of Jesse Baker. As he has got that car hooked up, picked up back-to-back wins on the season here at Arizona Speedway. Another one at USA Raceway. That time, though, it's Jesse Baker who was the fastest car on the lap. So off of 4 will be 2 laps to go. And they're coming right back up to Jim Van Zandt, who's right in the line that Jesse Baker wants. Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Baker going to go to the inside. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt Baker, as it will be Nick Parker trying around both Van Zandt and Baker. Nick Parker drives around Jesse Baker, who, for lack of better words, just got screwed by the 3V of Van Zandt. And Parker's going to drive it off of turn 4. He'll win your main event. So Nick Parker climbs out of the race car. Your main event winner saw Jesse Baker give a little rooster up to the 3V of Jim Van Zandt. Parker, though, his smile ain't going to go away. See, he's just won his 3rd main event of the year. Man, coming off of turn number 4, you saw Baker have some issues getting around the lap traffic with the 3V. You just took it to the top side. Man, what made it stick up there?
My dad. This guy loves this stuff more than anybody I know, and that's all he thinks about is making this car better. And you know, it's just so much fun to drive when they're that good, you know. My crew, they did such a hell of a job cleaning this thing, getting it ready. You know, like last week or 2 weeks ago at USA, starting 6, same thing like tonight, and just thought I'd hang on for a good finish. And I got around Jesse over here, and I'm looking at the white, and I said, wow, you know, it couldn't have been better, you know. So I'm just really happy. I got to thank everybody, you know, the fans especially. You guys are great, you know. Arizona's got a lot of history in racing, and you guys prove it. So I got to thank all my sponsors: Parker Automotive, Rock Knocker, BG Southwest Oil and Lube, Metal Tech Fabrications, and ASI Engine, Performance Engine. These guys just give me a really good car every week, and I'm really happy.
Man, you got this thing booted and suited here. The season winds down, man. How many more wins do you think you're going to get?
You know, it's hard to say, but we'll take them as they come. I mean, when they're coming, and you just, you know, you ask yourself, well, what did I do different this week? And maybe you didn't do nothing better that week. You might have messed up a bunch, and it just fell into your lap like this week. Tonight was Jesse's race for sure, and it's just those crucial laps, you know. You miss a second off your lap, and you're gonna get past. So that's just the way it goes.
Well, Nick Parker, slowly but surely, he is making himself a favorite for the Copper Classic that will end the year here at Arizona Speedway. Picks up his 2nd win of the year right here at Arizona Speedway. I believe, 3rd overall?
Yes, past 3 months, 3 wins out of 5 races. You know, I mean, I've been racing since 2014, and a couple years thought about giving it up. This is the hardest thing I've ever done, you know, especially in life. I've raced 3 or 4 different cars, and wing cars are definitely the hardest. I mean, you got guys out here that have been doing it for decades, and they're still learning. So we'll just keep going.
Well, Nick, making it look easy out here at Arizona Speedway. He wins tonight's main event. Well, Jesse, let's get a word with you, man. Coming up, you see the 3V there as the laps wind down to Jim Van Zandt. What was going through your mind, man? Decided to go to the bottom, decided to get around. You've been working the top side all night long. Was that the right choice?
No. That guy doesn't know where he's going, so I just went where I thought he was going to the top, so I went to the bottom, and that was obviously the wrong choice, but that's all right. He's parked next to me. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, definitely. Already had some words with him out there on the front straightaway. As give him a little rooster down the front stretch. As Jeff Lowry comes home in third, and man, Jason Romser couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take a third tonight. Those guys were good. We just, I don't know. It's been since I think the 4th of July race. I can't even remember when we raced last. And man, I need to race like every week, and I need to get angry, and then that's when I do good. It's so hard. Yeah, we're working on it, man. These guys are great. The motor guys are amazing. Greg and Kevin and Bob Ream is not here tonight. This really is his car, so we're just trying to take care of it and practice.
All right, well, next race, I'll be sure to come by and piss you off beforehand.